Ayan, ano ba? Ano?
Gusto mo together.
Yeah, together.
Movies. Love watching movies with her.
Really?
Ano naman?
Parang,
Pero makasama ko lagi maraming movie.
hindi, I mean, pero nag-e-enjoy ka ba kasama?
Oo naman!
Joke.
Siyempre. Movies. Eating together.
Yun yung sagot ko eh. Isa lang kasi.
Eating together. Doing alone. Ano ba?
You already answered alone. Shopping. Isa
Ilang?
lang.
Isa lang. Okay.
What I like doing together, siguro eating. Kasi ang sarap niya kumain. Like, yung magluluto for Ken, as in sobrang sobrang na-appreciate ni Ken pag nagluluto ang isang tao. Feeling ko yung kung sino man yung nagluto, sobrang kinikilig pag sinasabi niya, sobrang sarap. Kahit di naman po. Kasi di ba pinagluluto ko siya. So minsan...
Oy, masarap naman yung kangkong. Sarap
Hindi ako
naman.
nagluto ng kangkong.
Hindi nga ikaw, pero masarap yun. Masarap.
Meron kaming kangkong sa bahay nung isang araw. Sabi ko, walang sustansya yan. Tapos kinakain niya, ang sarap na sarap siya, walang lasa.
Meron naman, may oyster sauce.
Last na lang, to Liz Ken, yung last film nyo kasi together was a huge success. And parang it will be followed by this movie. When you accepted this film, was it a major consideration for you? Kung sino yung magiging director in terms of track record for box office success, in terms of how the story is being told. Kasi yung susundan nyo is a major hit talaga.
Ako po, parang I don't really think
I
about...
think we really base it out of the story talaga. It's the movie that we're gonna present to the people. Basta, that's why we believed in the script in the first place, because we felt it was really, it was beautiful din. And at alam ko maraming makaka-relate talaga. That's why we picked it. So in the end of the day, I really think, of course the director also, but I think it's really the movie itself. And of course, direct na nagsulat at siya nag-direct. So, yeah.
Ako, I don't think, parang when I do a movie, parang I ask for a good director kasi I want to try, marami pa akong hindi nakakatrabaho din na director. So, gusto ko din naman matry to like experience working with other directors so that at the same time I can also pick up some techniques from them as well. But like, katulad nun, when they told us it was direct to net, parang I was especially excited because I know na
Naalala ko pa,
sabi ko kay Ken, uy, si Director Net, magaling yan.
Sa Australia, so we were in Australia for ASAP. At doon sinabi sa amin na, there's another pitching by Director Net. Sige, perfect.
But I said, hello?
Yeah.
I said pa nga, siya lang yata nagsulat ng story, hindi yata siya director. But then we found out that she was the director, so we were excited kasi I also watched On the Wings of Love before. I like the story also. So.
Thank you, Albert from Chickeness. Okay, Van?
Hi, Vanny from Inside Showbiz. Can you, for Liza and Enrique, can you tell us about the immersion activities that you did to be able to get in touch with your role as college students? Can you share to that?
I went to UP. I stayed in one art studies class. And nag-interview po ako ng 4 students and 1 teacher about how it is being a student at UP, how it is being an art studies major. Nakaikot din po ako sa UP. Sumakay po ako sa ikot. Kumain kami sa area 2. So those are some ways na nag-immerse ako.
How was that experience for you?
It was fun kasi parang feeling ko normal ako na tao. I mean, of course, normal ako na tao, but like, when I go out, I don't get that kind of experience, I guess, to be treated like I'm, like, how I used to be treated before I started doing movies and series. So, parang wala na. It feels good. It feels good kasi ako, I'm the type of person, like, whenever I go out to the mall, I love going to the mall because I go in disguise and I love that nobody knows who I am and I can be someone else. Parang ganun.
How about you, Enrique?
I interviewed some Dr. to the Barrios, which it blew my mind because you can expect ko talaga what Dr. to the Barrios are kind of different from, really far from what I learned from them. Sabi nila, first of all, bago tayo mag-interview, sabi niya, hindi kami sumasakay ng kalabaw. Sabi niya agad sa akin, ganun ba yun? Okay, kasi yung transportation, kasi I heard that mahirap yung transportation to ride this kalabaw just to get to known naman daw, not necessarily, but sometimes it's very rural, so they need to take bangkas just from one island to get to the hospital, which is like 2.5 hours away. So it's very, 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 very difficult, and they get paid really well by the government. And they stay there for about 2 to 3 years, yung term nila. Dati 2 years, but now they implement 3 years. So yung it's not about just healing the people kasi they also have to really fix the whole community. Diba? Wala silang proper water system, or wala silang, pag may problema sa isla na to, wala silang service or bangka to take them. Parang, so, when the doctors get there, sige, ngayon ayusin natin to. From this timeline to this timeline, ikaw ang, pag may emergency, ikaw ang magdadala. Ikaw naman. So, he's also fixing the community. So, that's why they implemented the 3rd year to really, get more time. And what he said is, iba daw yung feeling, parang even though they say thank you, he saves lives, baliktad daw para sa kanya. Siya pa nga dapat magpasalamat because kung anong nangyayari sa kanya, whatever he experiences or kung anong natutunan niya doon, he can never experience it anywhere else. And ibang pakiramdam daw talaga yun. So I think that kind of blew my mind.
Nice. After this whole immersion thing with the doctors and also for LIZA when she gets back, sorry, you mentioned kanina that you took up college for one set, but you wish that suddenly you got the full college experience.
Yeah, of course. I mean, one way or another, you felt like you missed out on a part of your childhood. Not really childhood, but part of what everybody should go through. But I mean, you can't have everything. Sometimes you have to sacrifice some stuff to be able to, put your efforts and love it, other things that you love to do. But I actually started going to school like last year. Sa business naman, pero for some reason, I didn't have the drive, so kind of stopped. So feeling ko sabi, it's not really for me. I really wanted to take up marine biology, yun talaga yung love ko. So hopefully, pag may oras, I mean, in the future. But it's still in the back of my mind, for sure.
How about you, LIZA? Like after being immersed in here,